All right. We're live.
Ooh.
Hello.
Welcome to Bourbon and Real Estate. I'm Tyler Morton.
Oh, I'm Rachel Gilchrist.
Welcome, special guest Rachel Gilchrist, to the show.
Nice.
Hopefully we don't have the same audio problem we had last time with the echoes. So if you guys can hear us,
Echo.
please give us a like and share or whatever.
Otherwise, we'll delete this one too.
Yeah, we did delete that one. So, but yeah, give us a thumbs up or just put in the comments if you would how we sound. We know we look good today. We got the green screen background going on. Special guest drinking some bourbon with me today. So yeah, we've got. Tell us what we're drinking today, Rachel.
Today, we are drinking Jefferson's, which we love Jefferson's and the different varieties that they have. So this one is a straight rye whiskey, but it is unique because it is finished in cognac casks.
Cognac.
Cognac.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
I don't taste the cognac.
No.
I taste Jefferson's.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
It is good. You were a little worried about it.
I would. Yeah. Well, the last one I had that Wolfie and I did was aged in some kind of port barrels or something. It was lip service.
Did you say pork barrels?
Oh, I tried
okay.
that one
It was
when
awful.
we did the blind tasting.
It was awful.
Yeah.
So evidently Jefferson's puts their bourbon in just about anything. They put it on boats. They
Put
put
it
it on.
I love the Jefferson's Ocean. Maybe it's just because it's more gimmicky, and I'm in it for the gimmicks. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna make sure that we got.
Oh, 94 proof, so it's got the full bourbon.
Oh, it's good. It's got the burn for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. So
But
nice.
it's not too bad.
All right, let's see if I can make this camera do what it's supposed to do now. There we go. Look at that. It works. It cut Rachel's head off.
That's okay.
Well, it's going to cut you in half. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so we brought Rachel on today because Rachel is licensed. Licensed new agent. Just had her first closing. Mm-hmm. So congratulations.
Thank you.
She's not new to the business. She has a pretty intense background as being an executive in the executive suite at one point in time, but she decided to make
Yes.
some other kinds of efforts. And
Yeah, I worked behind the scenes helping the team for 4 years before making the jump. So, and thank God I did, because I say every day, I don't know how these people just like finish up watching HGTV and then go to
then jump
real
in.
estate school and just jump in. Like, I don't know how they do it without having background knowledge.
we know they don't stick around long.
There's that.
Okay, so for those that are watching, tell them how it's different being out in the field now as opposed to behind the scenes.
Well, I'm having a lot more interaction with the clients directly,
Of course.
which has been fun. I mean, I can definitely see the positive perks. Getting to tell people their offer has been accepted, because you know me, I love giving good news.
Yep.
Has been fun, and it's fun to be able to actually see all these houses in person. When I was working behind the scenes, I would only see them through pictures. So that's been cool. I, definitely decided to become licensed probably at the worst time in real estate history, minus like 2007.
Yeah.
But
That's when we opened the office.
We're on a roll.
the second worst, I mean, I keep telling people it's like the Hunger Games out there.
So
But-
you had your first closing, but you also had an experience last week. Lost out on an offer.
Yeah.
First we've seen or heard.
Yes. So obviously people are getting very creative with their offers to try to get a leg up and get accepted. I had one last week that we wrote on, and there was quite a few offers on this property. The listing agent said, "Hey, you didn't get it. Your offer came in second." And I said, "Okay, well, can you give me any information about the first place one just so I can relay to my clients?" She said, "Yeah, the first place one, the one we chose, the buyers are actually paying their buyer's agent commission. So that affected the seller's net greatly." I was like, holy crap. Okay, well, I can't compete with that one. Thanks. Have a good day.
Yeah, we just, Mark and I talked about this in the last Bourbon in Real Estate, that only if you watched live did you get to see, because we deleted it.
Yeah, and what tricks are we using? And it was easy to begin with. Was let's just go a full price offer. Okay, that was A. Okay, let's go $5,000 over. No. Now let's delete the inspections. Okay, and now let's do an escalation clause. And now here we are.
Appraisal
with
waiver.
this. Appraisal waiver.
Or the money toward short appraisal. That the short appraisal gap coverage has been like the number one thing right
Which
now.
is hilarious because gap coverage was not in our vocabulary.
6 months ago.
Right.
I closed on my house in October.
Right.
And full disclosure, my house that we sold had a small short appraisal. But we didn't even know that was a thing. So we just had to kind of suck it up for the difference in price, and that was it. No. And now it's like you don't even write an offer without including that.
No.
And is there a limit on that you're putting as far as buyer's agents are concerned?
I've been putting a limit on it just because of the fact that it's so unknown. In the event, I don't want, especially if it's a first-time home buyer who's been saving up, I don't want them to get in a position where they say, we'll cover the full difference, and the full difference is $20,000.
So
we've
you
been
can't put a number limit in.
We've been saying, up to $7,000 or whatever that they're comfortable with has seemed to work. But I mean, I've talked to other agents, and there's people who are saying we'll cover up to $30,000. It's and that's money that has to be coming in cash to closing.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad for the folks that are trying to do this on short cash. There's no room for error. I bet you the FHAs are just
They're drowning.
getting crushed.
Yeah.
And we have to change that. I don't know how we change that, but if we don't have that first-time buyer.
I almost wish they would remove FHA VA from the contract.
I agree.
Hey, we're pre-approved. That's all you need to know. Because it is putting them at a disadvantage.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And at what point is it discrimination?
I mean, yeah,
Well, you can discriminate.
I've already experienced one that they said, sorry, we had a conventional over yours. And I was like,
I need Mark to finish that statement versus just saying you can discriminate.
Yeah, you can discriminate. Yeah. You can discriminate on the basis of economics. You just can't discriminate against the classes and protected classes, et cetera. So money is discriminatory by its nature, but
Yeah, I mean, you're always going to take a cash offer
right.
sure.
over a financed offer, right? So, but yeah, Mark and I talked about last week, it wasn't just paying the buyer's agent's commission. You're right. We, in one of the mastermind groups we saw, they said, we'll pay all seller closing costs. All of them.
Oh my
That means you're
God.
paying for the seller's agent as well. In any
So we're
situation.
completely just flipping the script on everything we've ever known.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So cheers. That's all we got. No.
And we're
Goodbye,
out.
folks.
And that's when we all quit real estate.
Yep.
Yeah. Back to Kroger's.
So, but yeah, so as a new agent, what would you suggest to anyone looking to get into the business at this time or new agents that are maybe struggling?
Which this could kind of go either way, but I know that people like to outweigh the pros and cons. I would say join a team. It has been exponentially beneficial to me. I don't know how, even with having experience, there's still a lot I don't know, and I don't know how people do it on their own.
Yeah.
I literally don't know. I mean,
And you had 4 years
and I
in
had
the
4 years
background.
looking at all these documents and everything, and I don't know how they do it. Oh, God bless Shannon, because she is my little angel sent from heaven right now, because
Right. Who is it?
Oh,
You know who it is.
she gets calls from me all the time now. But yeah, I would say definitely join a team and, obviously I'm biased, but do your due diligence as far as brokerages that you're going to join. Don't just take one just because don't just join one just because they'll take you. Do your due diligence, make sure that there's going to be the things in place that are going to help you be successful, be it technology, training, resources, different things there, because, anywhere will just take you, but if you want to have a lifelong...
We won't.
Well, right. But that's the point. You want to work somewhere that's going to help you be successful and actually make it a career.
Right.
Yeah, and actually, I got an email the other day from a coach that I actually really liked, but I'm somehow now on his mail list. And it was going on and on about the 5 lies about real estate, and it talked about one of the myth number 1, that it will take 6 months to close your first deal. That's not a myth. 87% of agents fail within the first 5 years, which is terrible. It's sad to me that many people would fail.
I don't even think it takes that long.
But
generally,
in his email,
Especially
he's
right now.
talking about you should be able to close a deal within 3 months. And it's like, okay, let's back up. Let's just do the math on this. If it takes 30 to 45 days to close a deal, that means that you are actively looking with somebody. And with the number of offers that we're writing in today's market, that means you're basically, to close a deal within 3 months, means that you actively have somebody in your pipeline the day that you finish your real estate school and take your test.
Right.
Which is, that's not feasible. So
No.
I felt like this article was very misinformative and just a fluff piece. Oh yeah, you can do great if you try real hard. Yeah, okay, bullshit.
But especially as an independent agent, if you're not with a team and you don't have you don't know what the hell you're doing. How are you just going to come in? If I was completely by myself with no training prior, I wouldn't even know how the hell to get a lead.
Right.
You don't know how to do any of that.
No. I mean, again, unless you have that pipeline ready to go from day one, yeah, it's going to take you meeting, interacting, networking to get your first client. So let's say that takes 30 days. Even if you called every day, cold called.
Sure.
30 days to get your first. Now you're going to show them houses, or maybe you put a listing up for sale. But 2 weeks of looking, because the market, everything's selling so fast. Maybe you're lucky and you get a listing. Maybe that's how you get 3 months. But other than that, I just think I couldn't believe I received this email. I mean, it just, it pissed me off.
Well,
and it sets unrealistic standards.
And I feel like that's what, I mean, the intent was a fluff piece, right?
Right.
And I feel like that is the message that's being sent to a lot of agents when they're in real estate class. That, hey, you can do this, but all we're here to do is teach you how to pass the test. They don't teach you anything with regards to the contract.
They don't teach you how to write an offer.
Not at all. They don't teach you how to write the offer. They don't teach you how to negotiate, how to do a post inspection. They don't teach you how to market.
No.
They don't teach you how to advertise. They tell you what will get you sued.
They tell you what you have to include on your advertisements.
Yep. Which still to this day, I see agents every day putting their name larger than their brokerage. So
Oh, yeah.
shame on you. Shame on you. I'm looking directly into the camera. Shame on you. Yeah, follow advertising guidelines. Brokerage name must be included. In Ohio, equal or greater prominence than the agent name. That's my PSA for the day.
Can you tell he's read that once or twice?
Jeez. I see it so often that agents violate that, and I'm like, what are you doing? So, anyway, off my soapbox.
Jeez.
Thanks for coming to his TED Talk.
So how? Yeah. So how's the Jefferson holding up, guys?
It's excellent.
It's actually very good.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's very good.
So it's like burst into the top 20 or something?
Oh, I don't.
Well, it's not. Oh, let's not go that far.
There's too many bourbons out there for that.
All right.
100%. Too many bourbons.
Yeah.
This just, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Kind
the
of in the
price.
Woodford category? Would you put it in just kind of a okay?
Do you know what the price is for this one?
I want to say it was 69.
Yeah.
I think it's on the high side.
It's a little high for what it is.
Yeah.
Me and Weller have been in an affair this week.
Ohio Liquor just came out with Weller Foolproof.
Weller Foolproof and then Blanton's Gold label or something.
I thought that wasn't even sold in the U.S.
Well,
Apparently
it is
it
in
is.
Ohio.
Nice.
Wild, Wild West over here.
So I'm going to have to get on that one. But any other tips, tricks, advice you have for new agents other than join a team?
For new agents, pre-exam or
How
post?
about not doing it for a while? How about just chilling out and
Give you a hint.
What?
Watch Agent After Hours.
Oh, watch Agent After Hours. I will say there is a great piece on how to prepare for your real estate exam on there, NBD.
And you passed on the first try.
And I did pass on my first try because I'm a psychopath and I wasn't going to let it not happen.
Yep.
that's the easy part, guys. The hard part
It is.
comes next, especially in the world today.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
And I think also just preparing yourself mentally for the job. You can memorize all the shit you're supposed to do, but preparing yourself for like the interaction with the other agents and the clients and everything else, and especially in this market, the writing 10, 15 offers and getting beat down before you finally get one accepted. Like, it's why 99% of agents are alcoholics.
That's why we started a show called Bourbon and Real Estate.
Yeah, that's actually true. So, so
All right.
well, it's all about finding some place where your never-ending stream of questions are going to be entertained. That's hard to do. I mean, because you think, well, I got my 3 questions today. Well, you're not even in. You just woke up, because it's more than 3. It's
and every answer
dozens
opens more and more
dozens
questions.
and dozens.
It's crazy to think this is my 17th year in real estate.
Man, you're old.
Next week, getting a year older. But no, 17th year in real estate. And I still, to this day, shout out to Ann Taylor. I will call her once a week and say,
Oh, yeah.
what about this scenario? Because there's always something new or challenging or trying, and you can never be too safe. Biggest mistake you can make as a new agent is thinking that you can do everything yourself.
Well, and that's the person, and typically is the guy that we watch the hardest, is the guy that's been doing this, and I'm sorry, but being a sexist, but it typically is the young guy that has been doing it for a year or two, that has had a measure of success.
Look at me puff my chest.
That's right, and now I know. And that's the most dangerous guy in our business, in our office, and frequently the one that's asked
To leave. Yep.
Well, hell, my very first client I got to pulled up a property that had a super weird floodplain code, and I called both you, and you're like, hell, I've never even heard of that before. I was like, okay, well, great.
X100, was that it?
No?
Yeah, it was something
It was
weird.
something weird, 'cause
No,
you
it was
called-
something weird.
Yeah, you called me on it. I was like, oh, call Rob Wolf. So,
And even he's like, I'll look it up and get back to you.
right? So, well, cheers, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Rachel, thank you as always.
Of course.
And we'll see you on the next one. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Enjoy.